Max, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. So please hit the like and subscribe button if you are liking the videos that you see here today. Anything that you may want me to do a video on or talk to, please feel free to hit me up on Instagram, shoot me an email, anything, and we'll see what we can do. So right now I want to come at you about my trip to Kenya. So let's talk Kenya. Kenya was a humbling experience. It was great. So the trip was done through put together through Destination Impact. So Destination Impact is basically traveling with a purpose. It was an awesome trip, humbling experience. So let's talk about the people that were on the trip. You have the opportunity to connect with the most wonderful people. I know I did. There were people from, various backgrounds. I got to meet engineers. I got to meet nurses. I got to meet a doctor while I was out on the trip. I got to meet an HR professional out on the trip. I mean, it was great. It was just a different array of people. A retired police officer from New York City, who happens to be my cousin, was actually out there on the trip as well. So it was great. It was a blend of men and women out on the trip. Wonderful experience. So when we went out with Destination Impact on this trip, one of the main focal points was to go out and see the school that they sponsor, which you'll see some of that on the images that I've got about the trip. That was very humbling. It made you have a different look, almost appreciate, not even almost, it made you appreciate what we have here in our educational system. Now, I know that there are some areas, that are struggling with our educational system. There are needs. Our children need books. Our families need more support with lunches and so forth. But when I was out there in Kenya, and we went to see this school, these kids, we're talking 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, they're walking to school. And we're not talking about walking, around the corner. We're talking about walking a mile to school. Okay? That's real. I looked at these kids and it was just humbling. I'm going, I want my car here so I can put these kids in my car and take them home. You look at the school supplies that they have. I mean, everybody that was out on this trip contributed in some way, whether, they were helping with the library that the school just made, whether they were buying books and supplies and so forth, working with the kids. It was an awesome experience. I will put a link down below if you want to donate to the school. Feel free to do so. Not a plug for you to donate, but if you would like to donate, feel free. Totally up to you. The safari, my goodness, I was, right there. There was a lion out there. There was cheetahs. There was hippos, and then the whole learning experience. I let a giraffe take peanuts or whatever that was out of my hand. I never ever thought in my life that I would do that. And I love giraffes. I love elephants, but I never thought that I would do that. It was an awesome experience. Going to the park with the monkeys that were just running around in the park. I mean, that was great. Now, I'm a punk. I did not let a monkey get on me, but there were some folks out there on the trip that let the monkeys climb on them. And, I will tell you, when they see that food, they get pretty aggressive. So, I was not holding on to any food. I mean, I got close enough to take a couple of pictures of them, walk a little bit deeper into the park where they were hanging out. But, again, the punk in me started to walk away when I saw that it was a little too many of them and just one of me. But again, great experience. We went glamping. We were actually living in a tent. I believe it was 2 or 3 days. They had a bathroom set up and so forth. but we were out in the Maasai village, and we got to talk to the people that were there. We got to see them make fire from sticks. We, got to go into their houses that were made out of mud, the dirt that was there, and pardon my language, but shit. I mean, literally, animal manure that was out there that was helped to make these homes. And I mean, they were very modest homes. So you appreciate when you go into this small house. When you go back to your apartment, you have a kitchen. You have a dining room, or you have a bedroom. These guys, they don't have that. I mean, their kitchen is kind of in the middle of the house. Um, it was just a surreal experience. So I will tell you, and I will put a link down below as well for Destination Impact. And if you'd like to go on one of their trips, there will be a discount code as well if you'd like to attend one of their trips. I believe the next trip that I will be attending will be in Morocco in 2021. However, I know they've got an upcoming trip to Ethiopia in the next few weeks here in 2020. So, yeah, that's me. Just a brief overview of my trip to Kenya. So I hope you enjoy what you've seen.